Can you take down that Flanders sign, please?
Take down what sign?
Can you take down that Flanders sign, please?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
So we
so
can
Lex,
swear
here are the
today?
things that you can't talk. Here are the things that you can't talk about on today's webcast. No.
All the words I can't say.
Yeah, all the things that you can't say. All the things that you've been saying
Okay.
for the
Every
past
day
couple
for
of years. It's out.
Live we are.
Ooh, we made it. Oh, is that a white monster, JJ? A man
It is a white
fan of
monster.
taste, I
It's
see.
throwback.
Yeah.
It is a throwback because this was
Hey, I got
This was not planned.
it may have been the first drink that I had at PDQ. It was the first thing that was stocked in the fridge. This and like microwave dinners.
Yeah.
Nice.
Microwave. Yeah,
It's how I survived for like a year.
Did you guys not plan this?
No.
I don't think I've ever seen you have a white monster, actually.
This PDQ is the reason that I have ever had a white monster.
Kelly lives on them, but I've never seen you have them.
I have one right now as well, Josh.
Yum. Hey, Shane.
I also love a purple monster.
there's gotta be
and
a chair
orange
around.
monster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, those are
there you
good.
go, guys. Mentos, the fresh
Dump
mix.
it in.
There's a
Dump it in.
flashback, huh?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, that is a flashback.
Yeah, our
Mentos
show
and
used to be
scotch.
pretend sponsored by Mentos.
Do I want a scotch? I do want a scotch.
Do you
All
wanna-
I've got
do you-
is bourbon?
Do you want to say the line?
Hey, JJ, what are we drinking today?
What are we drinking today? I don't think any of us have the same thing.
Yeah, like 5 of
Shane,
us
how you
have
doing,
white
bro?
monster.
That.
Double wood is good.
Yeah, there you go.
I got mine. I got my white monster.
So, JJ, speaking of things you can't say, my kid said, "Do you want $1 million or $10 every time you swear?" And I'm like, "Easy, $10 every time I
I've
swear."
never been a Randy guy.
Yeah.
Ever.
Unless it's in like cooking, that's about it.
I don't count those.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to tell you if I had or not.
Yeah, this is a throwback webcast. This is an OG webcast. This is the
so.
old vibes.
I tell you what, we're throwing it back.
Can we please ask Lex what he thinks of Andrew's new catchphrase? Oh, yeah, we can. Lex.
Uh-oh, what's the new catchphrase?
Okay, this is a good one. You're going to like this. Andrew is actually unaware that he says a phrase all the time, and it's adorable. It's adorable.
I think he's a little embarrassed. He's a little embarrassed by it, but you shouldn't be, because
Which
you
is-
have a history. Like your dad said it all the time. It's
Yeah.
it's endearing. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
Bada
Shane,
boom.
Yeah.
can you-
Bada boom.
he said,
You know, I'm not embarrassed. Some people,
I in the way?
Tara thinks that I'm this like perfect child,
good.
but very much
Sounds like I'm
so
in the
I
way.
know that I'm a little bit of a weirdo, so I embrace it.
Tara's want me to go somewhere.
just this way a little bit so I can
thing.
see
I don't
Andrew's
speak
face when
wise
he
guy,
says
Andrew.
bada boom. There we go. Yeah, he says
Yes, I do.
he
I'm just
says
a wise guy.
bada bing, bada boom, and then he does the hand thing. Actually, he doesn't do the hand thing, but I want him to really badly. So
And now he's
I do when the
self-conscious of
camera's
it.
off.
yeah.
But
Can you do a good forget about it?
I don't think so.
what's even better, though, is the fact that he changed his Discord Scream name to Andrew Plata Boom.
Yeah.
Instead of Andrew Pla, Plata Boom. That was brilliant,
Yeah.
Andrew. Well done.
It's emphasis, you know?
It is. It's
You guys got to get
outstanding.
like a sound bite of him going bada boom, and every time a deployment finishes, it goes.
Oh my God, it's so good, Lex. Yes.
Content
There you go.
ideas. I like it.
Yeah, I love
Every
it.
time it fails, it goes bada bing.
Bada bing. It's genius.
See, you were misplaced, Lex. You should have been on the design team.
Dude, you've seen what I can do, Shane. You know that is not the right place
I think
for
it's
me,
best
man.
I've seen what you can't do. That's what's terrifying.
That is so true.
I started to keep a list, but it reached database limits, and I just ended up going, nah, screw it. This is an exercise in futility.
It was a integer overflow.
How you doing,
Easier to keep
JJ?
track of what I can do.
I'm well. How are you, Shane?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good, man.
Good.
Congratulations on sticking it out this long, dude.
Cheers, man.
12 years.
12?
12 years. Almost 12
12?
years.
Holy
Quite-
We rounded up in the
I didn't
video.
quite
I
make it
put
12,
12
but
years.
Yeah, it was.
I am in.
It
I'm
was
in my
like
12th
July
year.
of 12. I remember going to your birthday party or something like that, and we were having
Yeah, I was
sushi.
like, hey,
We were having
Just got laid
sushi. We were
off,
having
man.
sushi, and I'm like, hey man, hey Lisa.
Hi, I'm getting set up.
Oh, okay. You're getting set up. Sweet. So, I didn't realize the marriage was over.
I found a nice guy for Lisa.
I don't think
I'm going to take your man now. I don't care if you're available.
He was just in Puerto Rico last week.
Yeah, I know. I saw your text. I'm like, dang it.
I don't think I've ever seen you without your hat. I'm a little weirded out.
Yeah, it is a little weird. Sorry. It's when I looked out the window today up in the mountains, I saw it was snowing pretty badly, and I thought, let me grab my stocking, and then I realized that I was driving home. Kind of feel weird. Oh well.
Are you here just for JJ? If you're not, just say yes.
No, I'm
just say yes.
Yes, absolutely. It's all for JJ.
Shane came out. I didn't go out.
Didn't want to leave Florida. That's fair.
That's interesting.
I'm staying here. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I would leave Florida
it is.
where JJ was to come celebrate his leaving.
In Utah.
That's good.
Get as far away from me as possible. Well, not quite as far, but
My master plan. You've unraveled it.
Well, you came here so the customers could see you. Right?
Hello, everybody. Been a while.
Hey, JJ, I miss the 2 o'clock call for whiskey. Will you do a whiskey time for us, man?
It's good to see you.
I don't think I can anymore.
What's stopping you?
You absolutely can. Come on.
Well, one,
So,
my
go ahead.
I can't reach those notes anymore.
I called JJ every
There's
day
that.
at 2 o'clock, right? And I'm like, JJ,
I'll
do the
never
whiskey time
forget.
thing so
Yeah,
we can get
that
everyone
call
in a
from
drink.
JJ, you could just hear it all over the office.
He'd get on the intercom and then he'd do it, dude, as best you can.
And two, I think they cut it from the show that I took it from anyway. So
They probably did, and we don't really want to go into that. The etymology of it is not the best.
They did cut a lot of that stuff out. But oh shoot, all right, I'm not warmed up. No, give me 15 minutes. I'll do it. Okay.
Sip of whiskey there, man. You'll be ready.
That's
Start a
probably the
timer.
whiskey is probably one of the things that helped him not be able to hit those notes.
I had to have whiskey to do the whiskey time call. You're right.
Hey, Shane, you realize all the really good scotch in Puerto Rico is at your house?
Yes.
All of it.
Trust me, I'm fully
And
aware.
I'm here.
I go to the
I'm
shops
here
there
right
and I'm
now.
completely underwhelmed.
This is the best I found, man.
I can't. I'm
Bullet.
Oh, bullet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the best scotch you found is not
It's
scotch.
bourbon.
Is a rye.
Bourbon.
That's not the rye. That's not the
they
green
got
one,
some-
is it? Because the green
It's
one
the
is
rye
rye.
one. Oh,
It's the
No,
it's
that's
frosty
not
cold. I
rye.
stuck in the
That's
freezer
not
last
rye.
night. Frontier
no.
whiskey.
I do like the rye.
I do
Kentucky
like that. That's a
straight
good one.
bourbon.
That's a good one,
Yeah.
Lex. As
It
far
is.
as bourbons go.
It is. But like I said, unless I wanted something sweet like a Macallan, can't find anything.
Oh.
It's all at your house. And by the way, you shouldn't have changed the code because I'd be drinking one right now.
All right.
Just playing, man.
Talk about OG in the house.
Hey.
Dang. How's it going, bro?
I want to give all you guys a hug.
I know.
What's up, man?
All right. Good.
It's Mr. Hank.
Hanks.
Now I feel like I'm like the tall guy.
I know, I was
me to-
going to say.
here,
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 come
here,
over
here.
here. I was going to move.
No,
like
I just
to
didn't want
sit
to be
down,
like the
Lisa?
tall guy.
I'm good.
See, the funny thing about Lisa is the rest of you sitting down, if Lisa stands, everybody's even.
I know.
Yes.
Did
I
you
mean,
see?
that's
We
just
were
how
the
it
same
is.
size when I was
Yes.
sitting down. It was
I
so cute.
know.
Now I look like a giant.
Remember my box I used to have in the old studio?
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Oh,
It's actually
right. You used to stand up on that.
It's under the desk,
Katie.
Lisa.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we've got it for you.
it's still right there.
Great.
So great.
That's one
It's
of
been
them.
years.
It really has. It's a flashback and a half.
So many. I was just thinking about all like the webcast intros and stuff we've done over the years and having to film all that stuff, dance.
Oh, that's right. The,
Wait,
the
you-
dance
are you
move.
dance?
intro.
I want to see a
I
dance.
made you.
Oh yeah,
I
that
made
was
you
it.
all
Was
dance.
kind of based
Yes.
off of the beginning of Superbad.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
really good one.
Can we see the dance? Do you dance, Josh? Because I need to see that.
You wouldn't know it was me.
Well, I
It's a
wanna see it.
silhouette.
It's a silhouette.
If you've ever seen the beginning of Super Bad, which is a great, it's a great opening.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Now I want to watch that. See
Can
you guys
you-
later. I'm gonna go watch that.
Can you do a
Just
little
take out
bit
your
now?
phone.
No, I
Please,
cannot.
please,
It's on
Josh.
YouTube. It's on YouTube if you want to pull it up.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, that would be a cool, as Chris says, to see a compilation of all the old ones. Obviously I haven't been around for a long time, so I don't know what I've missed, but the old ones were a lot of fun.
What was the
three.
one from was it a mockumentary one? We had a mockumentary style one for a minute.
But we had a
one that was sort of
mockumentary. We had a
Saturday.
documentary that made the rounds. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we had 3 of
Sean,
those.
Sean's talking, and you can see in the surveillance video 2 employees just beating the crap out of each other.
Ah, yeah, I do remember that one.
And he looked at it and he was like, okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
There was the 90s or the 80s themed.
That
one,
was
too.
my favorite.
yeah, the 80s thing.
Oh,
was
I
a good
love
one.
that
That
one.
was good.
The fact that you still have the clothes,
I'm
though,
just
Kelly.
shaking my head, guys. No.
Anything to make Lex uncomfortable.
I remember we had a video, a company photo. Man, this is old. This is before you. So you know it's old. And we had a guy named Brandon that worked here, and Brandon he loved Canadian whiskey, and so he had a bottle, and it was the whole thing was okay, ready to take it, let's take a swig or pretend to take a swig, and he was literally taking a swig. And I'm like, no, dude, you don't.
He took more than a swig.
Yeah, he drank the whole bottle. There was only a little bit left by the end of the photo shoot. I'm like, dude, it's meant to just kind of show it, maybe take a swig. And he's like, he just said, that's not how I work, man. remember he wouldn't eat vegetables? He would never eat vegetables. And we took him.
We didn't have time for.
Yeah, well, we took him out to a Brazilian barbecue, and when he saw that they just brought meat, and occasionally they'd bring vegetables to you, and he was like, no. And he's like, I'm going to bring my family here. I'm going to bring my extended family here. It's just all meat. And I just said, well, they do bring vegetables. And his answer was just gold. And he's like, no, they don't. I don't have time for negativity in my life.
Didn't he have something with the color green too? Like maybe that was part of the vegetable thing, but
I don't remember that. I just remember he would not eat vegetables. Pretty much anything he ate had to have parents.
Has anyone checked in on him lately?
That's like the Ron
still alive?
Swanson of PDQ.
Yeah, he was kind of the Ron Swanson of PDQ.
I love it.
Brandon was before me.
Yeah, he was before me too. Hey, I've got
I was
the
his replacement.
Yeah, that was when he left. We were
How long ago was?
I've got the intro, that dance intro.
Nice.
But it's actually the behind the scenes, so you can see the behind the scenes and the real one.
So we're going to the director's.
Is it just the one of Lex? That's all I care about.
I need to.
All right,
I'll
all
put it
right.
up over those guys.
Oh, you're fine.
I don't think. Hey, I don't think they'll be able to see it. I'll be right back. Actually, put this up.
You'll see it on the TV, but if you put it on,
full
there they
screen.
go.
There we go.
There you go, there you
All
go.
right, you guys ready? You won't be able to hear it because this. If I don't mute YouTube, it gets funky, but you can see it, and it's actually even funnier that way.
Oh, it's definitely
we
funnier.
can just talk about it.
Oh no, man. That's fine.
There you go.
Guys.
It's pretty good.
What year was this? Do you guys remember?
This was 2018.
I was going to say, 2018.
Oh, Lex has got the moves.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. Doing his kata.
Or no, this one was 2017, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, this is when you came out. Like, it was the first one we did.
Oh my God. Whoa.
Yeah, you guys didn't rehearse that at all.
All right, there you go.
You have to understand. So Lex and I go way back. Obviously, we go back. I remember seeing him ride his bike in his Kenpo karate gi past my house.
That's right.
And I'm like, hey, Lex, how you doing? I'm 12 years old, and he's 12. He's like, hey, Jay. And we both briefly took karate from a dude. I don't know if I should say his name
Worst
because
karate
it's
guy
kind of
in
been
the
synonymous with just really crappy karate.
Was it
And
Rex?
I remember so
Rex
those are us doing some of our old drills of. And yeah,
What's the guy's name from Napoleon Dynamite?
Rex Kwon Do.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rex Kwon.
Rex Kwon Do.
Rex Kwon Do could have kicked Gary Chester's butt. There's no doubt.
But yet you still have the moves. All those shirts.
It's got the moves, baby. Got the
Watch this.
Famous last words. Hey, everybody, watch this. Oh, man.
There was something else in that video that I haven't seen in a long time, and that's me wearing pants.
Oh, yeah.
This is true.
Point.
You might want to elaborate. He does wear shorts.
No, leave it alone.
Retirement doesn't just mean that you just go full swing.
Well, you don't know that. I mean,
So says you.
So says you.
So you want to take two shambles, Shane? You want me to stand up?
Welcome to it, JJ. Take your pants off. Enjoy the rest of your life.
That's the quote of the day.
I'll still have mine on. I won't show you right now, but I'll still have mine.
No,
on
Lex
the next
always
couple days.
Lex always did perplex at the old building, which is now torn down.
yeah, it's a hole in the ground.
He always perplexed. We walk in through that lobby, and the security people that would buzz the door, they would just ask me, "Does that guy?" I mean, it is freezing. It's snowing. And he's showing up in shorts and oftentimes in flip-flops. And they're just like, what is wrong with that guy? I'm like, oh, sweetheart.
The list goes on.
So many things.
Come on up for a lunch break and I'll give you A through A.
That was an exceptional moment with you wearing pants there. Did I ask you to do that for the shoot?
It's like seeing Brig. It's like seeing Brig wear jeans.
Yeah. Oh.
Something is wrong. You're just all of a sudden you're just like I'm feeling an itch.
You're looking for flying pigs.
Yeah,
something.
I'm like there's something. Oh wait,
Locusts.
Brig is wearing jeans.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, that's Hank's too. You don't wear pants.
I learned from Lex.
Okay.
Yeah, I only own like one pair of pants.
He merely adopted it.
Welcome to Yippee-Ki-Yay, everybody.
Home of the stupid people in shorts.
Born in the shorts.
Yeah, I guess when HR when we first got an HR department, we were like, yeah, pants are optional, and they're like, I need to have somebody elaborate.
Because somebody will read between the lines on that.
Shorts. We wear shorts.
Yes.
Comma. And not just bike shorts.
What about on Lebowski Day?
Yeah, we had to end that one.
What was
Still have to wear shorts.
Wait, what was Lebowski Day? I need to hear about
Lex
this.
started it. Lex was just like where everybody. It's like everybody on Thursdays wear a robe. And then when we got HR, they're like, can't do that. You know. By the way, did you guys see that? Did you guys see the Lebowski robe went on auction?
No, really?
Yeah, it was several months ago. They put. I was following it.
I was waiting for you to like reach behind something and grab it out. You know.
Oh, dude, no! If I owned that,
you'd be wearing it.
Yeah, there'd be no intro to it. I'd just be walking around in that thing. No, I was watching it, but it was expected to go for $40,000, and it went for. Oh, somebody pull it up. It went for like $160,000 or something like that. 150. Yeah, it went way. It blew the estimates out of the water.
Worth it.
It was a replica.
No, I read about it. It was used in. They had a few of the robe that it was a robe. There was the robe used in a few of the scenes, and then he also
Was it the Jackie Treehorse scene?
No, it was the scene. It was the scene where he opened the door to say, to his neighbor, whose neighbor was like, "Hey, dude, I'm doing my routine, and I'll be there, man." Because before you saw him doing like the Tai Chi and stuff. And anyway, he also sold his shirt that had the Japanese baseball player on it that he also wore in The Fisher King.
Yeah.
That was actually his shirt.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I think he's worn it in.
Yeah, there's a few of his
3 or 4 movies.
It was it's all for charity. It was all for charity. So he donated a few of those things.
I want the Folgers can.
The Folgers can that would go. I wonder where that went. Unfortunately, the most famous Jesus Quintana's purple suit was destroyed. And he kept he had the fortitude to keep the last one where he was like, yelling about, you said you took Saturday off and here you are bowling on Saturday. He kept that one, but the purple one, that I had made years ago. I went to Craigslist looking for a seamstress, and I showed her like, I want this. And this old lady who used to work for the Osmonds, she's like, I did costumes for the Osmonds. You're hired.
I already have all the sequins and everything.
Yeah, but as she was looking at the video, and she went, my father used to wear those. I'm like, you're the person I need. I need you to bring this to life.
Jake just sent me another intro that we had. This is, hang on, let me pull this one over. This is the 90s sitcom intro.
Oh, I like this one.
I wish we had I wish we could play the audio. The audio really helps make this.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Let's put the links in the chat if people want to watch.
Yeah, there you go. Starring Lex Johnson.
The whole
James
Johnson family.
That's right, the Johnsons.
That's the Johnsons.
There's Chris.
Chris Johnson.
Oh, Chris.
There was
Sorry, I had to do it.
a really lovely 90s Full House.
Katie and Josh.
Yeah, it had,
Once again, Brig, not in pants.
No way.
also some Too Many Cooks inspiration, and the Johnson brothers.
Yeah.
There you go.
I had way more fun shooting Brig during so many takes.
Was that you and a beard? A long
Yeah,
beard?
you did a lot.
Cute. There was Jordy.
Thanks, I guess.
Someone just asked if where's Jordan. Jordan's in the chat, you guys.
Yeah.
Jordan.
You're done.
Hi, Jordan.
He's like right
Hey,
here.
He's like, no, don't talk to me. Sorry, Jordan.
Miss you, man.
I'm putting that link in the chat. So
We had so many things that we shot around the office. Remember the fire extinguisher before we built the offices?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's in the first mockumentary.
Nate's probably going to open a lawsuit against us in
That was my
He's got
first.
breathing problems from the fire extinguisher.
No, yeah, that was my first week at PDQ ever, and filming that gave me like a bronchial infection.
Oh,
so,
damn.
So I was at PDQ for like a week, and then I took like a week off.
If you were in a PDQ video, you might be entitled.
Class action.
Between the years of 2016 and 2024, you might be entitled to a class action lawsuit. Please
I had
follow.
no idea we were doing that. I had no idea we were doing that, and then I heard the scream. I heard the scream from Nate, and I went out there, and I just saw this white stuff all over, and I'm like, what the hell happened here? And somebody's idea, and poor Mark, our facilities guy. Mark is just like, you guys are making my job so hard.
I got permission from him to do it.
I believe it, but I was still
And I
seeing
want you
him
to tell
clean
me
it
no
up.
if you don't want me to do it.
He wasn't an employee yet either.
No, he was.
He wasn't.
Mark was the facilities guy for the building.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we always took care of him, so he always helped us first. And the post office, which was like, hey, where's Mark? Don't worry about it. Up at PDQ.
Building offices.
Yeah, he always helped us out because we were nice to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mark has dealt with many strange requests from JJ and I over the years.
The shining door.
Who was it that?
That was awesome.
The door that he mounted between the hallway.
when here's Lexi.
Yep.
Here's Lexi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The funny thing is, just before we shot that, I'm in the hallway with the axe like this, right? And the HR guy walks in. He goes, "What are you gonna do?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna chop through that door, right?" And he's like, "Sounds dangerous." "Oh, it is." Just walking away. Right?
And he just kept going.
Yep. I think he quit the week after.
He retired. He literally retired like right after.
But do you remember The Office? It was in The Office. There was one scene where something started happening, and you saw Toby immediately start writing. Yeah. And someone was like, "What are you writing?" And he said, "I'm just preparing for the deposition."
Yes.
No, I used to go up to Mark's office, or to Mark. I don't know if he had an office then, but I'd step in front of him, and he'd go, "Oh, what do you want? What are you gonna do?
What are you doing now?
What is it?
Yeah.
What is it?"
He secretly loves it though.
Well, he hit me up a couple of weeks ago. He's like, "You guys haven't had me build anything weird for you in quite a while." I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
What's going on, you guys?
We do need to build something weird.
When everybody leaves, you don't replace us with crazy people. Come on, man. Let's throw down, Tara.
No, I haven't done anything crazy in a while. What's going on?
Let's do it.
I gotta do something.
Sounds like the bar has been set.
Start breaking some crap.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
Sounds like the
Before we go there.
Oh, Jordan
remember
has
the
COVID.
Time we had to
That
sit.
sucks. I'm sorry, Jordan.
Shoot.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted
COVID.
you. I just saw that Jordan had
No,
COVID.
I was
going
gonna
to
say. I think the reason they quit hiring crazy people is because they had to sit us down and tell us all the things we couldn't do in the office anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we, were
one,
liab-
JJ?
we were definitely liabilities. Like, yeah, we started the
What do
company.
you mean we
put
were
it all together.
liabilities? We are a liability as we speak.
I had to sign a form to come on the webcast. What are you talking about?
My favorite
the
statement
real
of
reason.
that was,
That's why you didn't fly me in.
"You gentlemen are not in a middle school locker room anymore. You need to grow
That's
up."
right.
Their first mistake was calling you gentlemen.
And then it was,
That is
yeah.
true.
I beg to differ.
You know, actually, I'm going to just say this really.
Hold on, buddy.
This is right here. We've got an embodiment of what we wanted to do when we started hiring. We're like, let's, as much as we can, hire customers.
Let's hire customers.
Now that we run the risk of pissing off the customer, you know, by
poaching their
yes,
people.
but I remember like you, by far our biggest customer. I mean, you guys
Largest.
Yeah, largest. You guys broke the mold. I mean, we were like you were this huge group that wanted to decentralize.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else was decentralizing. So you guys left Landesk and came to us, and it was 100 different, like
We had over 100 sites.
it was 100 sites, and they all wanted their own
instance of PDQ.
yes. So it was like it was like the one case. Anyway, you stupidly,
Jason, don't get emotional.
very stupidly told Barrett.
Yeah.
Told Barrett, Barrett's just a genius. I love working. Barrett was in
tried to
charge.
get him.
Barrett was in charge of the whole county.
He is now, yeah.
District.
And he was brilliant, but you said, I'll take PDQ and I'll kind of help all the 100 admins. And he said, you be careful. And I think some life lessons is he said, you offer to help them because if you don't set the boundaries, they will just expect you to own it. And you cannot own 100 different instances. Marcel's going, that's nothing.
And then whenever somebody got let go or moved on, they would go, they would call my principal, can we borrow him for a couple days? We need him to go set up this site.
I remember getting phone calls from this. You were the first customer that I gave my phone number to.
Yep.
And I'd get phone calls at the weirdest times going, you know what would be nice? I'm like, gosh. It's like,
Here we go again.
here comes
See,
another feature
you should have
request from
known.
Hanks.
You should have known the feature requests were never going to stop.
They never did.
Not with swag
There were
either.
a few features that made it in. A lot that hit the trash can, and a couple was a couple didn't hit the trash can. They went right to the toilet. But no,
Wow. There's been some gems in there.
There've been a few gems.
That's good to know, Hanks.
What? Features? Oh,
by
don't ask.
hiring, we wanted to. We were like, listen, if we hire customers, we don't have to train, and I mean, really, we are. It's cool because our help desk is effectively at their companies. That's who people would escalate to anyway.
Yeah.
So we didn't have an entry level help desk.
My
don't.
first few hundred
Correct.
tickets that I dealt with were people going, since you left Brevard County, can you help us with this? And it was all the people I had helped. So yeah.
Hey, we've got the. Hang on, I'm going to bring this video over.
I think we got like a minute before we start.
Yeah, we're just going to keep going.
I think
Probably
we already started.
We kind of did.
Yeah, we're
so
just-
this is we talked about that door
I'm leaving, guys.
that was built. This is Lex crashing through that door.
This is
Oh yeah.
Boom.
That was the greatest. You got that on one take too.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Yeah.
we
Good,
did.
because we didn't have a lot of
had
doors.
I could only
had
do
to
one
door.
take.
Door.
Let's watch that again real quick because
The fear
Yeah.
you see on my face is genuine.
so
We
there's
did shoot it with multiple cameras. We did have some coverage. We did that camera, and then we did this one here.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
played a good
iconic.
Shelley Duvall.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was legit terrified
watch I made him watch it over and over, and then he was. You could see
because
on
it
his
was
face.
so loud, like that. It was like an explosion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It echoed.
Like you weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
So speaking of Mark, right, in that door, Mark's back there. I'm gonna score this door right here, so it busts first shot. I'm like, okay, sounds good. So he scored it on the back end. So First shot went right through.
Nice.
Perfect.
Missed
Otherwise,
his
that would've
calling
looked-
working in Hollywood.
I know.
So it is time actually to start. We're going to forego our typical intro, but
Want me to back out?
no, good grief, no. I want we're just going to continue kind of an extended pre-show in a way, but we want to pay tribute to JJ. JJ was, and correct me if I'm wrong, Shane, because obviously you were here first, but JJ was, in my understanding, the first non-founder employee.
Yeah. Well, okay. So first time employee around. We actually hired 2 people just barely before him.
Yeah.
But they didn't last very long.
Yeah.
So for all intents and purposes, we brought JJ on. I remember JJ is the first person to do any usability testing. We found the audio, didn't we, JJ? Just
Yeah,
2
we
years
did.
ago, we found the audio. He came.
had
He
no
came
idea
to
what
my
I was
house.
doing.
For those in Salt Lake, there's a neighborhood known as the Avenues. It's close to downtown. All the houses are really little, and I had
Very
a pink
old,
house.
1800s.
Yeah, 1800s, and
big spiral
I
staircase.
had JJ come to my house. JJ and I knew each other from a group we used to belong to that we'd have coffee on Thursdays, and we got become pretty good friends. And when I found out he was a developer, but he was in IT. I'm like, well, hey, listen, you kind of understand this stuff a little bit. I got a new product called PDQ Deploy, and I'd love you to come and do some usability testing. And he's like, okay, but I'm not the IT guy. I do a lot of web development stuff. I don't care right now. So basically, from the beginning, we were scraping the bottom of the bucket, and that's why it was with JJ.
JJ was the bottom of the bucket. You heard it here first.
He's the lead paint that we scraped off the bottom of the bucket just before it rusted
And
out.
here we are 14 years later.
So
after
yeah,
that.
I remember
Yeah,
the
you're like, I've got some
usability
staying
test.
power, at least.
We were using Camtasia, so all you hear is JJ, and you hear me asking questions. Okay, and just please sound out what you're doing. So you hear JJ. Okay, so I'm going to try to deploy software from here to this computer, and it just
I have
sounded.
no
He
idea
was
what
our
I'm
first
doing.
usability test, and we sent that off to Adam and said, here's what you got, and Sean was. I remember Sean. That's when you met Sean, I believe, because he was there looking over your shoulder. But yeah, anyway, JJ and I also go way back, not as far back as Lex, doing the karate and 12 years old. We still got our asses handed to us.
I was going to say, how many
many
fights did
times,
that save
man.
you in?
Too many times.
Absolutely zero. In fact, it probably went into the negative. But anyway, JJ, first usability test to JJ.
To JJ.
Thanks, buddy.
I love toasting by myself.
And then
What the hell happened to
Sorry.
this company?
Sorry.
My goodness. I done it. Lex would have been right there.
I hope the customers don't suffer
That was
this
totally
afternoon.
late. That was totally late.
They'll be fine.
Honestly, I was reading the comments. Honestly, I was listening, totally listening.
Honestly, you're
Shane.
reading the comments. I'm glad to know that they're not getting completely ignored.
What I was saying was, I was reading James' comment, and he said, "Tara, stop lying." And I was like, I was not talking for about 5 minutes, and yet I'm lying.
You're still lying.
But I was like, that's interesting. Okay.
Tara, we know you're lying in your head right now.
I am. I mean, yeah, I'm gifted.
That's adorable.
Yeah, I mean, I was lying while not talking at the same time. I have to stop really quick, and we'll continue talking about JJ. However, we need to do our community shout outs, though.
Rock on.
Okay.
How about it?
Just quickly, so quickly, JJ. Andrew, in our Discord this week, we just got to pay homage to our Discord, okay? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. This week in Discord, we had some cool things happen. So just so quickly, and then we're going to continue on with our JJ festival. What?
Let me know when you're done.
You said so quickly 3 times. I'm wondering when the quickly part's going to kick in.
This is the worst trailer I've ever seen.
Coming soon, I think.
The value to word ratio here is just off.
Calm down. Okay. I have a favorite user, and so does Andrew, because we got to point out our favorite users, because we have so many. My gosh, we have so many users every day. So my favorite user is Heartless Wraith, because I'm heartless. So isn't that the cutest name, though? Do you guys love that?
I think it's a good name.
I know,
It is.
right?
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid name.
Andrew's favorite user is Bonham.
After the drummer?
John Bonham.
I don't know. Andrew's like
Yeah.
10. Is that why?
It's like a rock star. I'm 10.
They don't even make the association.
Is it after Bonham?
John Bonham?
It might be his real name.
Maybe.
Oh, did I just dox somebody? Oh, well.
Did you?
Well, no, you can't dock somebody by if their handle is their actual name and then saying the handle
Like
does not itself constitute
I'm
doxing.
Hanks. Is that Tom Hanks? No.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, and then also, does anyone know if Panera is still down? They got hacked.
Yes.
Are they still down?
Mm-hmm. My wife complains about it every day.
Really? They've been down since Saturday. POS, phones.
She's a valued member of their club, and they email all the time, so it's been great.
So Panera's down. I didn't know.
So her email is now owned.
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah.
More junk mail.
Fortress says maybe it's actually him. If it's actually him, I would like to talk to him since him actually died in like 1981.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah.
That was a loss to music.
You just don't know.
John
how he's
Bonham was a
been-
lot. I just finished a fantastic biography called The Beast.
Yeah.
It was an exhaustive biography of John Bonham and the founding of Led Zeppelin.
Oh, I got to get it.
And there are Grohl. Dave Grohl wrote the We're Pots.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote
Fresh Pot.
Yeah, Fresh Pot. He wrote the foreword for it and just talked about how Bonham is absolutely unequivocally, without a doubt, the best drummer in the history for him, and that he's like my absolute hero. The first time I heard it, I patterned everything off of Bonham, but no, that hearing about him as a kid sneaking out to go play drums, and then because his dad caught them while they were loading the kit and he didn't get his sticks, so he used his hands and blood was coming out, and that since there was always parts of the concerts where it just he would just use his hands, especially in Moby Dick.
Yeah.
But the blood that was everywhere because the kid was just into drums, right?
Well,
unfortunately, he was also into
a lot of
copious amounts of alcohol. Here's a copious amounts of alcohol. So I'm gonna now. John Bonham would.
It looks like it's spelled differently as well.
Okay, well then I'm probably.
We're already on this path. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I love this conversation.
So remember, he's 70s. He's got long hair. He's British. He goes into Texas. They're touring in Texas, and he tells his kind of a road manager, the guy who always tried to watch him because he would get so drunk. I'm going to go to a bar, and they're like, "This is not the place to go. You're like in Fort Worth." He's like, "No, I want to go to a bar." John Bonham also raised bulls. So he walked into this Texas bar and they just see this hippie, not popular in the 70s, right? These guys are all pro-Vietnam and they see this hippie come in and the guy's like, "John, we got to leave." And John's like, "Not until I get a couple beers." Orders beers. And he said, you could have heard like a jukebox stop and everyone's looking at him. And Bonham then turned around to all these old cowboys and said, "Tell me about the bulls you have. I have Herefordshire." And then they start talking about the bulls, and pretty soon they were all buying him beers. And this guy's like, Bonham could just talk himself out of anything. So anyway,
Okay. We're going to hope that that's why he's named that. Maybe he's in the chat. We don't know. Okay, and then
He is now.
He is now.
Yes, now.
I love to see our customers helping other customers. So Gackamore, maybe that's how it's pronounced, I don't know, helped Fred Mulheron with a nice little script that Andrew's going to talk about.
Yeah, a nice little uninstall of ESET. It was a repurposed Revit script, so pretty expansive little script there. There's also PowerShell Summit, April 8th through 11th. I'll be there. I'll be speaking. Some other PD cuties will be there as well. I have a user group tonight, 5:45 Eastern time. We'll be learning about Azure Key Vault. I'll have a link to that in the chat right now. And Monday, new PowerShell podcast episode. Special guest, Jeffrey Snover, inventor of PowerShell.
Wow.
It's a really good one.
A good pull.
The big
If you
one.
haven't listened yet, that's a good one to get started on. And that's it.
That's a big one.
I hope you haven't.
PD cuties, huh?
I hope you haven't peaked, Andrew.
He's still climbing.
We'll use the homonym peak, PIQUED, to pique our interest.
Yeah.
Shane, I'm lying again, apparently. Oh my gosh.
Do I need to leave? Am I just making things worse?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Apparently.
No.
This is amazing. I love it. Okay, done with the community. Okay, carry on. Back to celebrating JJ. Go, JJ.
Okay, so I actually have a little some slides that I wanted to show.
Are they baby pictures?
Sort of.
I hope so.
They kind of are, actually. So hold up. Let me.
Long enough.
We're going to start this. Yeah. Okay. So, and you guys, if you want to look at the TV.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Where'd you get that?
So
Lisa, hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Shane and Sean.
So when JJ started at PDQ, Sean and Shane looked like this.
No, we did not.
Okay, it was. But you almost did. I mean, can you guys tell who's who?
Yeah.
Okay. Hanks, tell me. Tell
I
me.
can. Sean,
Your guess.
Shane.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Sean's on the left.
Sean's on the left. And then, but JJ kind of looked like this. He was a youngster way back then. In fact, when he started, the company was Admin Arsenal. Yep. It was BrizWorks before that.
Yeah, that was my idea. It was the worst idea ever in the history of ever.
It didn't go very far.
It was like, what, done in 2 bites?
Yeah, that was the sandwich.
The sandwich.
Shane didn't know a lot of Jews.
Yeah. I didn't know what a bris was
Until someone said, if you look that up.
Boy, Mashugana. Sorry to my brothers out there.
I can't remember who it was, Shane, but somebody was like, so what do? You sell kits for...
I went, so I have a Jewish friend. I went and saw her in Brooklyn, and we were talking. I told her BrizWorks, and she went, what the hell?
That's awesome. So needless to say, a name change for the company was in order. It became Admin Arsenal, and these were...
By the way, BrizWorks was because Adam had moved just south of Brisbane.
Yes.
And I thought, I said, hey, let's incorporate something with
shout out.
Australia. So we did that. So that was my
Also,
idea.
Admin-
And then
Admin
speaking of
Arsenal
peaks,
was-
that's where I peaked, and it was a low valley.
Admin Arsenal was also a name that had a problem too.
Yes,
Yes, it did.
because there. Which country was it?
It was
that's-
Australia.
Australia.
Speaking of
Also
Australia.
Australia.
Australia
had all the problems with our-
canceled the sale.
Because they thought that we
Twice.
were selling weapons.
Yes.
Oh.
And we were
like
just
the name Arsenal.
doing, we wanted to say, hey, this is the Arsenal friend. But when we got Admin Arsenal and found out that it was available, we made sure to try to get all the variants, including Admin's Arsenal.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy that wrote a blog called The Admin's Arsenal, and apparently he tried to get that, and was bummed to see that it was taken. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, this was.
He just had to take .blogspot.com.
This is some of the original logos. The American Airlines. I mean, Admin Arsenal logo there.
AA console.
Yeah, AA console and PDQ deploy, PDQ inventory. This kind of shows you how far back this goes when we were still installing things on disk, or people.
And on blue squares.
And on blue squares.
Whatever that is.
Company photo.
Oh my God.
This was when I think we were 21 people in the company at that time.
Yeah.
And
It was like right before I showed up.
yeah, it was just right before Jake got here. And of course, it's the Olin Mills type of
I
photograph.
could tell you stories about every person there.
I know. It's interesting to, as I was putting this together, just looking back at all these people going, oh, man, that's so cool.
Why does Brig look so unhappy?
Because that was his motif.
That is Briggs' trademark look.
That's normal.
That's Briggs milieu.
Every time we did a company photo, that's what he looked like.
Right.
And
Well, they
still
want-
looks like to this day.
They want to know who's still around.
And I want to know what year this was. What? Yeah.
Johnny
It's
is
probably
the
going to be early 2017.
Yeah.
John Clark.
So Kelly is here. Nate is here.
Nate.
Brig is here.
Chris.
And Hanks. Yeah, I think there's
By
just four.
JJ.
Jordan.
So that's Gwen. Gwen was our most trusted advisor. She was OG. She's the fourth person in the company.
She was your BS meter.
Yeah, she was she was an executive with 3M, and she went into retirement. Her wife is a former FBI agent, and she came out of retirement several times to help us. But we go way back with Gwen, so she knows her stuff. She was the old statement, from Google guys. We brought Eric Schmidt on because we needed some adult supervision. We used that with Gwen because she would get, especially when the four of us would go into a meeting. she always knew the first few minutes that Adam, Sean, and I got together, we would just break every HR rule. And she would just close her eyes and just wait. And she's like, okay, is it all out of your systems now so we can get to work? All right. You know, and then she'd get then down to it. So.
Yeah.
She was the mom.
Gwen was great.
Jeez, absolutely she was.
Some OG hosts of the webcast back in the old studio in the admin Arsenal days. You know, it was that was a fun little place. It was it had its quirks, but it was fun.
That was back when we had
Leaks
sponsors.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then this is JJ. This is when we tore that sucker down. Remember?
That tear down.
Still have a
I think I was
time
relieved.
lapse.
I think I was relieved. I'm like, sweet, let's get to the new studio. All right, come on.
Yeah, Jake's got a time lapse of this. I
of
think.
us ripping it all down.
Oh yeah.
And here's the funny thing: the green screen, that ProSite green wall. Mark, you heard us talk about Mark. He built that thing so solid. I think that wall was keeping the building standing.
It might be.
It took forever to take that down because he just built that so solid.
Remember that giant? We had that giant earthquake. I think that was life sustaining for that building because that top floor was not ideal.
Oh, it would sway with every aftershock. It was kind of fun. There's the old control room. After
Yes, Matt Voss says that he could see the hands in there, and you could.
I think it was Briggs.
Hanks just put it out there. You could see the hand sign of the
on the other
from
green
the glass.
Yes, that's how sensitive it was.
Yeah, and then that's
someone sent Matt some swag for being able to catch that on the webcast.
Matt Voss. All right, we got you. And there's just everything packed up as we were leaving that building.
What a horrible building!
You remember that window in the previous one?
Of course,
it was a horrible
carried
building.
Up the back hall.
You know, Shane,
that was the
Shane,
best.
it was a horrible building, but there were some amazing memories.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could have amazing
times.
memories of very horrible things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
You're right.
but it was the leaks. I remember I wanted to go show. I have a friend who's an IT guy, hardcore. This dude, OG. He's one of my heroes. Okay, JJ knows him. His name is Jim, and he worked at the time. He worked for CA, and the guy's been around the block. And he flew into Salt Lake. I'm like, I want to show you I was taking him to a hockey game, but I'm like, before I want to show you my IT room, and I took him in there.
Skeeter pond?
And there was water pouring into the. And he looks up there. He's like, "Is that water like a feature?" I'm like, "What the hell is going on?"
I remember that phone call, Shane. I think that was like month 2 of me working here.
I called you up. Do you remember the panic?
Yeah, because I immediately had the same panic.
Water coming down, and there's all sorts of areas in that server room where the water could have been coming down, and it was just hitting the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
That was awesome.
We added rain gutters and a skeeter pond feature too.
For the longest time with the plastic and the gutters.
That's supposed to be there.
Yeah, luckily that building no longer exists.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
the
Shane, that was
memories
a horrible
remain.
building.
That was.
So JJ through the years has played many roles. You know, it's interesting when I talk to people, new employees, and we talk about JJ. I've told everyone JJ's had so many hats. He's done just about everything there is to do within this company, as far as
And
work.
wigs, apparently.
And on top of that, he's played so many different roles in things that we've produced, video-wise. He's one of these. He's just extremely talented, very, very creative, and at the same time, he's got that technical side to him that, I mean, he's just. I call him our total package. Including,
you can be honest, idiot savant.
And this is one of my favorite pictures of JJ, right?
That was when he was in Roadhouse.
Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages.
Roadhouse, yeah.
Roadhouse.
I thought you'd be bigger. Yeah, that is a great picture, JJ. And this is JJ now.
This is JJ now.
This is his new career.
He's preparing to ride off into the sunset.
See what happens when you focus on PDQ?
But yeah, you know, JJ has just had a really tremendous impact on the company.
I want to know, JJ, like from your opinion, what were like the top maybe like 3 projects, like your favorite 3 projects that you worked on? I know that's putting you on the spot, but just
Well, think about that. I can tell a JJ story whenever you guys want.
Yeah,
And some
go
of you have heard it, but it's worth telling because it was used for the hiring process for us for years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love this
see.
story.
Gosh.
Whenever you guys want me to tell, I'll tell it. You just tell me, Kelly.
Do you want to think about your top 3 projects, JJ, while Shane tells the story?
Yeah, I've got 1 and 2 on deck, but go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Shane.
All right, so the year.
Preemptively laugh.
Pretty sure this was. I'm pretty sure this was in 2013, and we had a customer write to us and say, "Hey, your website's changed."
Your website looks a little different.
I love Lex's
So we went out to the
reaction.
website, adminarsenal.com, and it was a hardcore. It redirected to a hardcore porn site.
Yep.
And Lex said, "Hey, that looks familiar." And
Shane, what's your definition of hardcore? Because
Oh, no,
I don't think it was
no, I'm not. I
hardcore.
can't go into that.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Let's put
I
it
don't
this
think
way:
was
it
hardcore.
wouldn't
was-
be this. The Cinemax is the Disney Channel.
The cores were not soft.
Okay, so I saw that, and of course, I got so mad. I was about ready to start killing people. I'm like, what the hell? I thought we were being sabotaged.
I've never seen a ballistic.
I was so mad. We were trying to
competitor.
figure out what was going on. We were contacting our ISP. And JJ, pretty soon on, realized, JJ was our web guy at the time, and he had installed an extension because the cloud, back then, the cloud was the term. Everybody was like, oh, the cloud. So he installed as a fun thing this extension that just basically anytime the word cloud would show up, it would replace it with butt. and
It was funny. Yeah.
and we moved, and something got moved in the back
theory.
to like cloud. It wasn't Cloudflare, but it was cloud something that replaced with
No,
butt.
it was. So it was CloudFront.
CloudFront.
It was Amazon's CloudFront.
And
Floodfront is getting a lot of hits right now.
Because he had done
Someone purchased the domain name Buttfront, and then they forwarded all of the traffic to a JavaScript script. And so,
Do you know how many hits that site is getting right now?
So anyway, here's what we so one of our values back in the day, I don't know, it was we are honest even when it's embarrassing.
Yep.
Right, and it's like I always loved this. My older brother Troy, he's a developer, and he worked for a guy who said this is back in 2006. He said, everybody pushes the wrong button in their career. I don't fire people for pushing the wrong button. I fire people for covering it up. And JJ went, "Oh, whoa, everybody." He figured it out. He fixed it and then said, "It was me." He didn't pretend. He came right forward and said, "Here's what's happened." And which, of course, we changed our. No longer do we have you working on the web from your computer here with you putting fun extensions on. But the fact that JJ came out, he fixed it, and then so it went to Lex's usual porn sites. He fixed it, and then
we
came
became so
forward.
successful.
Then came forward and said it was me. So that it didn't burn cycles of us trying to do the figuring it out, and that's when we would just, thank you, because it was our thing. We are honest even when it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, JJ, we would have been having this little farewell party in 2013 if we had found out you'd covered it up. We would have fired your ass. And instead we celebrated you, and for better or for worse, here we are.
Yep.
I'll have you know that I wasn't the only one. There is a Google or a GitHub issue where someone was like, "Hey, I noticed that whenever I go into cloudfront.net, it replaces to buttfront.net, and the images are
Commensurate with what you would expect.
a little different." I posted it over in the Zoom. You can, if whoever wants to move that over, I'll
Please don't. I haven't seen it, but I'm just going to go out and say let's not turn that card over.
Sleeping
I'm
dogs
talking about
lie.
the GitHub issue.
Okay.
Or you can just it's github.com.
So what are your
safer work site?
Yeah, okay, go. Now we turn the time over to JJ.
Yeah, your 3 favorite projects that you worked on.
My 3. One of them is definitely the musical. If you haven't watched that,
Always near a sysadmin day musical.
Do that one. Yeah, let's put a lot. Jake and I put a ton of work into that one.
Yeah.
Just an insane thing to think of, like when you're working for an IT company and we're like, we need to make a video for sysadmin day. What are we going to do? And JJ's like, you want to do a musical? I'm like, are you serious? And I loved that about you, JJ. Like,
very pie in the sky.
Your logical brain is like, yeah, well, if we do this, this, and this, like, we can definitely pull it off. Like, I'm like, I guess you're right. And sure enough,
we don't have to write it ourselves. We have talented friends to do that for us. So.
Yeah.
We don't have friends. I'm gonna call you out right there.
We have people that like money, actually, but yeah.
You're right. We have,
as usual, as expected, JJ's leaving on a lie, on which the foundation of his life is built.
As Taper Horse says, yes, one of the guys in that, our friend Austin, is a famous TikToker now.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he's pretty well known now.
He's got like millions of followers.
Wow.
Yeah.
What else?
We knew him when. What else? The apology video.
The apology video, inspired by South Park.
That one has a great story behind it, or an unfortunate one. I don't know.
We got so caught up trying to please the Hanks of the world of saying, hey, you know what would be nice? It got to the point that we're like, I can't stand phone calls or emails that we go, you know, it'd be really nice if ... We got caught up trying to please everybody, and the speed of the product really suffered at that point. And so we kind of had to go, okay, we got to take a step back and figure a few things out. And JJ's apology video was just perfect, just beautiful.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Absolutely brilliant.
And inspired by the South Park episode of the British Petroleum. I'm sorry, laying naked on the bear rugs about the oil spill. Sorry.
Yeah, you had the BP front butt guy.
That's right.
Here comes the word butt again.
I love how British Petroleum changed it to Beyond Petroleum. Yeah, I got you.
Oh yeah.
See what happens when you try marketing for the first time?
And your third?
My third favorite is one I don't even know if it's available anymore. It might be banned due to HR. Has some issues with it, perhaps. I don't know. But our first hiring video that we did, also South Park inspired, very sarcastic. You guys remember that one?
I do, and I loved it. It was I had friends reaching out to me in the industry, and even out of the industry, was going, that was fantastic. Yeah, who is this dude? I'm like, it's JJ, man. Yeah, that was great, dude.
If you can find, or if you're allowed to post that one, I think it's on YouTube somewhere. Probably private. Maybe he's just
probably private.
Well, one person that wanted to be here, but unfortunately is at this moment having a root canal, is Brig. And so I asked Brig if he would be so kind as to write kind of a farewell to you, JJ. As you know, Brig is an outstanding writer. And
great, he's going to write it in the form of a help desk. Okay, what is the problem?
What is the problem?
What is to be solved?
But if you would
what
like,
is the platform on which I tested this?
I can read this to you, JJ, if you're okay with that.
I would like.
Okay.
You know what? Brig's love letters have to suck.
I'd like to hear it.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. To the souls of PDQ. In our cherished enterprise of bits and bytes, zeros and ones, we have been graced by the irrepressible presence of JJ, our first payrolled compatriot and champion of the PDQ AV Club, whose departure we now reflect upon with fondness. Firstly, let me, Brig, via the soulful voiced proxy that is Kelly, make a not nearly intoxicated enough toast to our companion JJ, the mixologist most supreme, whose old fashions are more memory than libation. They are an ode to the yesteryears, a sip from the chalice of nostalgia. They are alchemy in a glass. And in this, JJ has no equal. Within a JJ-made old-fashioned, you will find transcendence, or a hangover, or both. Our live webcasts, often fraught with the unforeseen and technical inexplicable, were made the easier with JJ's soothing voice behind the live camera. Fear was but a fleeting emotion with him as our mellow guardian. If a human could embody the warm embrace of an old leather-bound book, that would be JJ, though with a slightly different smell. He easily saved me from honor panic attacks no less than half a dozen times. Diving into the often murky waters of self-discovery, I owe a debt of gratitude to JJ and also Jake Holt, who introduced me to the irrepressible allure of the Frankenstein Brigley Struthers. It is a testament to our collective human spectrum, the dance of yin and yang. Like Proust's take on the Madeleine, my every encounter with Brigley Struthers unfurls a cocoon of self-recognition. And my screen just went blank. There we go. Am I terrible or am I not? And also like Proust, some righteous disgust. I really loved that wig. Dearest to me, though, is the memory of our creative ventures, the symphony of whimsy concocted by JJ and Jake, a camaraderie of thriving on borderline insanity and unbridled brilliance. JJ was the best director I ever partnered with outside of my work with David Fincher and Richard Linklater. In parting, we must assert that though JJ might be leaving from the halls of PDQ, he departs not from our hearts. Memory endows his crafted drinks with longer, wistful lives, his calming voice with a louder echo, his spontaneity with a fiery dance, and his directorial boldness with a lasting impact that will live forever, at least in the internet. To live is to develop, to change. As JJ embarks on this next chapter of his ever-evolving saga, it is not a goodbye we offer, but a fond adieu.
Dang.
There you go. Brig is magnificent.
I don't know how you could say it any better than
That
that.
was great. And that was under
was
the
really
influence. That was under the influence of getting a root canal.
Probably helped.
I love everybody in the chat saying Chat GPT. No, that's just how Brig is.
That is Brig.
Brig wrote Chat GPT.
He is the large language model.
Yeah.
They did use a lot of his data.
We do have a video that Jake produced that we'd like to.
It's just a short little tribute for you.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I came here for technical stuff.
17 minutes. No.
All right. Here we go, JJ.
This-
Well done.
You could have, and think about it, is there was so much more material that could have been thrown in there.
There's a ton.
But well
So
done.
much.
Well done.
I miss this admin versus admin. That was so much fun.
That was a fun one.
One of my favorite
We tried to
projects.
make more. It was just hard with you and Brig moving offices and getting more responsibility.
Yeah.
Just couldn't make it work.
Not too
But
late to
we
bring
did
it
have
back.
other
It's not.
We did have other episodes planned.
Yeah.
Or whoever wants to pick up that.
It'd be weird to do it without
You just see him waving the mantle. He's like, who wants it? Who wants it? Anybody? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun with that one.
That was cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, JJ, it's been just an absolute pleasure working with you over the last several years. Your creativity is amazing. Your technical expertise is second to none. And the fact that you combine those two has always just been so absolutely impressive to me. Thank you for everything that you've done, and you will definitely be missed. Absolutely, and best for your future, man. You're going to be great at whatever you decide to do next, dude.
Absolutely.
I'd like to second that.
Thanks for getting me the job here, bro.
That's right. You did. We do have you to blame for Jake.
Yeah. That is true.
Well, for PDQ, I'm JJ.
Signing off.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Like always, love you, bro.
No? All right. See ya. So I wasn't sure if you were doing
all good.
an outro.
That's
Oh, I thought we were going to do something from Sean. Didn't Sean record something?
He never said it.
Oh,
I
did
didn't
Sean
get
do
it.
okay.
All right.
Well, there you go.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.